Welcome to Dark Truths. Religion Uncovered, where ancient beliefs intersect with hidden records, and we confront what has been kept secret when certain truths became too disruptive. Tonight, we delve into one of the most closely guarded locations on Earth. The Vatican Apostolic Archives. This extensive and restricted collection remains unseen by most clergy, serving an official purpose of preserving correspondence, doctrine, and administrative history. However, it represents something much darker. The accumulated knowledge deemed too risky and destabilizing for public awareness. In ancient theology, knowledge was never objective. It shaped power, obedience, and social hierarchy. Controlling knowledge meant controlling reality. Early Christianity inherited texts, not only from Jewish scriptures, but also from Greco-Roman mystery traditions, Near Eastern cosmologies, and apocalyptic writings that detailed divine beings' interactions with humanity. While some of these texts appeared in sacred canon, many were excluded, such as the Book of Enoch and Jubilees. These writings spoke of watchers descending from the heavens, imparting forbidden knowledge in various fields and producing hybrid beings that corrupted creation. These were not fringe ideas. They were referenced by early church leaders, but ultimately marginalized to maintain theological control. A universe filled with multiple intelligences, challenges, centralized authority, complicating hierarchies, where a god delegates power. Ancient regimes, like Rome, recognized this. Instead of eradicating other belief systems, they absorbed them, tightly controlling deeper truths. The Vatican has adopted this strategy, controlling interpretation, restricting texts, and defining orthodoxy. Historically, this approach has echoed through various governments, from Egyptian priesthoods to Mesopotamian temple states, where knowledge of the divine was accessible only to the elite. With Christianity as the state religion, a pattern emerged, intensifying the control over which texts influenced reality, while others faded into obscurity. Reports from scholars and defectors suggest the existence of documents on non-human intelligences interpreted not as demons, but as messengers or watchers. Encounters described in biblical texts often resemble modern accounts of extraterrestrial experiences, luminous beings, paralysis, and imparted knowledge. Ancient language lacked contemporary categories. Experiences were interpreted through spiritual frameworks unique to the time. Today, governments grappled with similar challenges, as declassified documents reveal ongoing investigations into unidentified aerial phenomena. The Vatican has silently acknowledged the possibility of non-human intelligence, asserting that such entities would not negate God. Why issue such statements unless there is internal pressure? Human sacrifice also unveils buried truths. Scripture refers to child sacrifice, blood rites, and temple offerings as historical practices. Archaeological findings corroborate these ancient rituals across cultures neighboring Israel. Some early Christian groups grappled with the sacrificial logic, interpreting Christ's death through the lens of older practices. What if some hidden records reveal how nearly early Christianity preserved these rites before doctrine reinterpreted them symbolically? Such revelations would disrupt modern moral frameworks. Moreover, the concept of esoteric theology raises questions about advanced cosmologies, sacred geometry, and encoded astronomical knowledge within cathedrals. Did the Church safeguard ancient scientific knowledge disguised as theology? Have governments collaborated to suppress unsettling truths regarding humanity's origins and potential? We cannot answer these questions without access to these archives. But the lack of transparency breeds suspicion. History teaches that institutions restrict knowledge, not for the protection of truth, but to maintain order. Ancient theology recognized the destabilizing nature of revelation. Too much truth can fracture societal structures. Perhaps these archives exist, not because humanity can't handle truth, but because power cannot withstand it. Tonight's unsettling truth is that faith has always been tied to controlled knowledge. What the masses receive rarely reflects what the elite possess. The question isn't whether secrets exist, but whether humanity is ready to confront them without letting fear replace wonder. As we conclude, consider this. If ancient faith masked knowledge to maintain order, and if modern governments do the same, what transformative truths about humanity's origins and potential remain locked away? Thank you for joining Dark Truths, Religion Uncovered. Share your thoughts below. Should faith protect mystery, or should truth be revealed at all costs? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.